So here it is, approximately 2 years to 2.5 years since I changed this window door switch, and I decided to go with an OEM switch the last time I changed it, which was over $100. Maybe it was like 110 bucks or something like that. I don't remember the exact amount, but I just thought that, well, the first door switch lasted like 6 or 7 years, and the other one, and another new one, will last 6 or 7 years, but that sadly was not the case. So this time, instead of going with the OEM switch, I went with another brand. I'll post the part number and the brand name of what I went with, so we'll see how that works. But anyway, the problem I'm having here is that the window intermittently will go down and stay down, and I can't get it back up. So the reason that tape is there, the green tape is there, is so I don't put the window down. And I've probably been driving with it in this condition for about I don't know, a month or something like that. And yeah, so anyhow, today I'm going to change it. And as I did the time before, when I changed the switch before, I took off the door panel. I have seen somewhere on YouTube where somebody said that, or I've seen where someone just pried the switch panel up out of the door. I really don't have the skill to do that. If I tried that, I'd probably crack my door panel, but I'm sure there are people out there that have that skill that can do that without damaging anything. I'm just not one of them, so I choose to take off my door panel. Anyway, yeah, that's really pretty much what I've got to say about this. I'm not going to film me taking off the door panel. It's just too tight. The quarters are too tight, and I really can't get any good camera angles, so I'm just going to do the work and then just report the results along the way. Yeah. And a little more detail about this problem. Like I said, it's an intermittent issue, and I guess other people have experienced this, but what'll happen is the window, you can put it down, but you can't raise it back up. So I had seen somewhere else where somebody had taken the switch, taken another car that had another Avenger that had the same problem. They took the switch out and then took it apart and cleaned it up. I really don't want to try that. I mean, maybe somewhere down the line I'll try that, but right now I'm just going to change the switch out. But this person took it apart, cleaned it up, and then put it back together, and it worked okay. So I was thinking, well, if there's some dirt and debris in there, then maybe I can use a blast of compressed air to get the window back up, because when before I put this tape on, the window had gone down and it stayed down, and I could not get it back up. And of course that's a bad thing. So I came home and I set up my compressor, and I just blew in compressed air around some of the cracks there where air can get into the switch. I didn't use very strong compressed air. I think I had it set for about 70 psi. And after I did that, with a few bursts of compressed air, I was able to raise the window back up, and then I slapped the green tape on there and I called it a day. So again, that was like, I don't know, four to 6 weeks ago. And if any of you have driven around with this problem before, where your window goes down or won't go down, or, well, in this case I'm not putting it down because I'm afraid it'll stick down. So, but if you're driving around in a car with a window that you can't put down, it's a real pain. So you have to open your door when you go through drive-throughs. It's no fun. But anyway, I'm going to fix this problem today, so stay tuned. This little plastic pod that covers the side mirror mounting screws had to be removed, and I had difficulty getting it off. I stopped by the dealership, and one of the service reps who had experience in this field, he was able to get it off quickly. Here's the little pod removed, and you can see the metal spring clip that holds it in place, and here's that spring clip circled in red. Yeah, so that's in between 70 and 75, so that's good enough. All right, let's see if this thing works today. Okay, well, it's working right now, but I'm still getting the intermittent problem. So just to show you what I did with the compressed air when the window was stuck down. Again, I have this thing set at a fairly low PSI, like 70, 60, 65, 70 PSI. But I just blew into the blew into the cracks around the switch there to try to dislodge any debris that's in between the contacts that's preventing the switch from working. So I did that about, I don't know, 4 to 6 weeks ago, I don't remember when, and that allowed me to get the window back up. And then I put the tape on it and I just left it alone, and yeah, finally got my part in, finally got motivated to fix this, so that's what I'm going to do right now. Stay tuned. The previous switch that I replaced two and a half years ago, I did tear that switch down. I destroyed it in the process. I do recall seeing some crumbly black debris around the contacts internally. I don't know if it was plastic or what, but there was definitely some debris in there. I did look for some photographs of that when I tore it down. I couldn't find any. About the compressed air that I used to blow off the switch, it was oil-free. In other words, I don't have an oiler in the compressed air line, and it was dry, i.e. free of humidity. Can I guarantee this will work for you? No, but I think it worked for me. There are 3 screws that have to be removed on the door panel in order to get the door panel off the car. They are Torx T20 screws. There are 2 under the pull handle pocket area, and there's 1 behind the door latch. They are both covered by little plastic panels that can be removed by a finger or a fingernail. And here's what the door looks like with the door panel removed, and yes, it is tricky. I've done this a couple of times. This is my 3rd time. If you don't have experience doing this, I would suggest going to a professional, maybe like a very good stereo installer shop to remove the panel for you without damaging anything. The dealership will do it, of course, but they'll probably charge a lot more money. I did use this brand called Standard, part number DWS1388 that I got from Rock Auto. They had 2 choices. I mean, they have many choices, but I just chose this one. This DWS1388 has the driver automatic auto down only, and that was I paid $57.79 plus other charges. And they had another one which was actually $10 cheaper, the DWS1384, and it has automatic down for the driver plus the passenger, but I really don't like automatic down. So the less, the better for me. But anyway, hindsight, I would have gone with the cheaper part had I known how good the thing was going to work. So it does have a 36-month, 36,000-mile warranty. The shipping is $12. And it's slow. It took about 5 to 7 days to get to me. There are faster shipping options, of course, that cost more money, and that tax had to add tax as well. I will add a link for an Amazon part. I think it's a Dorman. It seems to have good reviews. Of course, the advantage of Amazon is if you have Prime, it's free shipping. Here, pictured side by side, is the old switch on the bottom inside, installed in the bezel, and the new switch is on top. And then looking at the back, you can see the switches. It's got 2 keyed electrical connectors. There's no way to switch those. They go in, they're keyed, so they only go into the proper location. One has 8 blades, but one of the blades is not there, and then the other one has 6 blades. After I switched the new switch into the bezel, I did connect everything, or I connected the windows up, and I tested them to make sure they worked before I put everything back together. That loose connector you see hanging there on the kind of the upper right there, that's for the mirror controller. I didn't plug that in until I did the final assembly. Tip when putting the door panel back onto the door is to put the electric lock in the up position. So this little chrome looking pole is sticking up further. It'll make it easier to get it in that hole and get the panel back onto the door. Elsewise it can be rather frustrating.
If you found this video helpful or entertaining, please subscribe, like, and share. I'll put a link for that Dorman part on Amazon in the description. Thank you for watching.